I know that a lot of people have been obsessed. It literally smells incredible. I have been watching Zoe Sugg on YouTube. She's been raving about this toner. I have, of course, got a few books on my list. I recently just finished reading Iron Flame. It seems like the right person, wrong timing. You can buy it from the Stars Hollow Hub website. It's like a little mock-up of the dresser from the ACOTAR series. We have recently got access to Sonny Angels here in New Zealand. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. So as you guys can see by the title of this video, this is going to be my birthday wish list for turning 27. I will confess, I have already had my birthday. I had my birthday last week, but I just have had no time to sit down and film this video, so I thought I would sit down now and just share with you guys everything that was on my birthday wish list, and then I can also let you guys know the things that I ended up getting for my birthday. Hopefully this can also help give you guys some ideas on things that you could gift to other people for their birthdays as well. Obviously we all have very different tastes, so take what you will from this video. Without further ado, let's jump into this video. First things first, we have some beauty products. So the first beauty product that I have been eyeing up is the Summer Fridays Pink Sugar Lip Balm. Mecca has released the Summer Fridays range, and I know that a lot of people have been obsessed with these lip balms, and I really just wanted to give them a go. I am currently using my EOS lip balm that my sister got for me for Christmas, I think last year or the year before. I'm really enjoying it, but I'm like definitely getting quite low in it, so I really wanted another one that I could use. Yeah, I just love the packaging as well. I think the pink with the white is super duper cute. It's like multiple ones that they have in this range, but I was just kind of eyeing up the pink sugar one, and this I actually did receive for my birthday, and it literally smells incredible. My sister got it for me. If you're from New Zealand, the Griffin's pink hundreds and thousands biscuits, that's what it literally smells like, and it smells incredible, and I have actually started to use it, and it is a really nice product. If you guys have been on my channel for a while, then you guys will know I really enjoy trying new beauty products. The next beauty product that I am eyeing up is the Laneige Water Bank Toner. So Sephora here in New Zealand stocks Laneige, and I know that a lot of people really like Laneige for their like lip scrubs and their lip masks, but I have been watching Zoe Sugg on YouTube for like years and years now, like literally since I was about 14. I think for the past few years she's been raving about this toner, and I haven't tried it before, and I actually have ran out of my toner. I do normally get a toner from Innisfree, and I really enjoy those ones, but I just thought while I was in the market for a new toner, I thought this one might be a nice one to try. Again, I love the packaging with like the clear frosted bottle and the blue lid. I've got high hopes for it. I didn't actually receive it for my birthday, but I think I am going to go out and purchase it because, like I said, I do need a new toner and I really want to try this new one. And then the last product that I have on my birthday wish list is actually one that I have tried before, and that is a new moisturizer, specifically the Origins Ginseng Moisturizer. So I have been using this moisturizer for probably the last like 3 or 4 years, I think, and it is such a lovely moisturizer. It's kind of like a very lightweight formula, and it just goes onto your skin so smoothly. It doesn't feel sticky, it like sinks into your skin, and it does a really nice job of hydrating your skin. My skin also really loves this moisturizer. I also love the packaging with the orange bottle and the white lid. I think it's super duper cute. This I didn't actually end up receiving for my birthday, so again I think it will be one that I go out and purchase because I am currently in need of a new moisturizer. Let's move on to some books. So if you guys have been on my channel before, then you guys will know how much I love my books and love reading. I have of course got a few books on my list that I am eyeing up at the moment. The first one is The Love of My Afterlife. Personally, I prefer the covers that you can get overseas. I'll also pop one on the other side of the screen as to the cover that we get here in New Zealand, and I much prefer the more like bright colors. I just think it makes the book feel a little bit more exciting. But I have heard Sarah Caroli and and Destiny Sidwell talk about this book, and I think they both really enjoyed it. I would love to read it and just kind of see my thoughts. It's basically where like someone finds the love of their life in the afterlife, but that person was wrongly in the afterlife, I think. So then they get taken back to Earth, and I think this other person then is like maybe a ghost that goes to try and find them or something. It's kind of like a plot along that kind of line, so it kind of feels like an impossible task, and I would just love to see how it's written. I don't think I've read anything by this author before either. The next lot of books that I'm after is the Crescent City box set by Sarah J Maas. So I have read the ACOTAR series by Sarah J Maas. I finished the ACOTAR series last year, and I also started Throne of Glass last year. I only read the prequel book, and I really want to read Throne of Glass this year. I also just really wanted to have Crescent City, that way I've got like all of them kind of ready to go. I also know that Crescent City is more of like an urban fantasy, and I do quite enjoy urban fantasy. One of my favorite series of all time, which is the Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, that is an urban fantasy. And I have noticed that Whitcoulls has now brought out a box set of hardcovers, and I actually did receive them. I bought these as like a present to myself for my 27th birthday. I love them. I love the way that Sarah J Maas writes. I think she has a really beautiful way of describing things, and she's definitely like very creative and very talented in the worlds and the characters that she can create. The next book that I have on my list is Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. So this book is a new release, I think, that came out last year, I believe, and it's a Rapunzel retelling, but it's not like a fantasy book. It's just like a standard romance where this girl is like a bit of a recluse, like she doesn't go outside, she doesn't have social media, like all that stuff, and then there's a guy that's like interested in her and stuff, and so I just thought it would be a really cute read. It is also YA, so very nice and easy to read, and this book I actually did receive from my sister, so I'm very happy, and I'm excited to give it a go and see what I think. The next book that I have on my birthday wish list is the New Moon graphic novel. I found the two Twilight graphic novels, like the first one, the second one, because there was like 2 volumes of it, in the op shop, and I read them like pretty close together at the start of this year, and I really enjoyed them. I would love to get my hands on the New Moon one. I don't know if there's 2 volumes because I know that the illustrator got really sick and never finished the Twilight books. I know that a New Moon one exists, so I would love to get my hands on it to just like fully complete my like Twilight collection basically, because I have like all of the Twilight books, and then I have like a kind of like breakdown of the world book, and then obviously I have the 2 graphic novels. This I didn't receive for my birthday, so I do want to try and hunt down a copy. The next book that I have on my birthday wish list is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. So this one is the 3rd book in the Imperium series. Onyx Storm was actually a new release at the start of this year, and I recently just finished reading Iron Flame, so I wanted to put Onyx Storm on my birthday wish list because the way that Iron Flame ended was just insane, like such a plot twist. I won't spoil it in case you haven't read the series, but it basically ends in a way that like you immediately want to go into book 3. I didn't actually receive this for my birthday, but I did go out and get a copy, so I do plan to read this in my semester break, which is coming up. The next book on my list is First Time Caller by B.K. Borison. This one I think is a new release, or at least it's new in our bookstores here in New Zealand, but it just seems like a really sweet story. I think it's either a podcast or a radio station or something, and this girl calls in because she's trying to find a date for her mum, but the guy that is hosting either this radio station or this podcast, it centers around the idea of love, but I think the person running it doesn't believe in love or something. I just think that makes for such a fun and cute little like romance story. I believe it is an adult romance. I read Love Light Farms by B.K. Borison, not the Vlogmas just gone, but the Vlogmas before that in December, and I enjoyed it, so I definitely want to read another book by this author. And I also just think the cover is super duper cute with like the different shades of pink. The next book on my list is Say You'll Remember Me by Paige. So this one is a new release from Paige. I think it's like the start of like a new series that she's doing. Again, it's a romance book. I think it's adult, but I know that it like has some quite heavy topics that are discussed. I recently heard Rachel Catherine absolutely rave about the book, and the way that she described it and the plot just sounded really interesting, because I think it's like this guy and this girl meet, but then the girl is like about to leave to go back home to help her mum because her mum's got dementia. They like form a connection, but it's like, how is that going to work? It seems like the right person, wrong timing, so I'm really intrigued. This one and the previous book I didn't end up receiving for my birthday, so I definitely want to get a copy. And then the last book that I have on my list is The X-Files by Jessica Joyce. This one I know in New Zealand you can order online from Paper Plus, but this one I think it centers around a wedding. It's a romance book where I think it's one of the bridesmaids, or maybe it's the maid of honor, and one of the groomsmen, potentially the best man, used to date, but then something happened and they split. But now they're obviously like in this like bridal party together, and so they kind of just have to like make it work because of the bride and groom. And I'm guessing it's going to be like some sort of like second chance romance type thing. And I know that a lot of people really like this book. I heard Sarah talk about it and she really liked it. I'm pretty sure Destiny read it and really liked it, and I know that Rachel read it and really enjoyed it as well. And I know that it's had like a lot of hype on like TikTok and YouTube, so yeah, I definitely want to give it a go. Stack of Pancakes, Jellycat. I just think this Jellycat is super duper cute. I've also been watching Gilmore Girls recently, and it gives me very like Gilmore Girls vibes because they always go to like Luke's diner and get like blueberry pancakes. And I've got a book series on my bookshelf that is based on Gilmore Girls, and so I would love to have the little pancake Jellycat stack to sit next to that series. Didn't receive this for my birthday, but I think I will end up going out and purchasing them at some point. Speaking of bookshelves, the next thing on my birthday wish list was just some like single book display stand things. I don't know the correct term, but obviously there'll be a picture on the screen. But basically I have some books on my bookshelf on display, and at the moment I just have them sitting like front facing with like the covers facing out. But the more that they're on there, the more the covers have started to like turn away from the book, and it's really annoying. And so like a stand like this would just be really helpful to just make sure that the covers don't do that. I didn't receive these for my birthday, but I do think I want to try and hunt some down because I definitely think it is a worthwhile purchase to have on my bookshelf. The next item on my birthday wish list is kind of like an accessory piece, and that is a belt. So I have been eyeing up the Dior dupe belt from Kmart. It's like a black belt with like a little gold buckle type thing, and I actually do need a new black belt because my other one is like falling apart because I've had it for so long and I've worn it so much that like the fabric is just starting to like peel and it's just not looking cute anymore. And so I would love to have a new belt. I didn't receive this for my birthday, so I do want to get my hands on this belt just because I do really need a new black belt. Next up, we'll kind of stick with the like accessory fashion pieces, and I would love to have a new pair of blue denim dungarees. So I have currently got a pair in my closet, but I feel like they're getting a little bit too small in terms of like the straps and like just the length of the leg, because I've saved a lot of pictures on my Pinterest of like dungaree photos that I would love to recreate, and at the moment anytime I try and recreate one of those with my current pair of dungarees, it just looks so silly because my dungarees are like really tight. And so I feel like dungarees are like such a great piece to wear in like the autumn winter, and currently as I'm filming this video we are smack bang in the middle of winter. Just being able to have a new pair, like a mid-wash of denim would be ideal. I just think I would get so much use out of them. I haven't got like a specific pair in mind that I have seen, but like I would prefer to get like quite good quality denim like Levi's or something, just so that it will actually last a really long time. This I didn't receive for my birthday, but I do want to try and hunt down some new dungarees that will just work a bit better. Next up we have a game, and I would love to get my hands on the Gilmore Girls Monopoly game. So all this, I think it was an ad on Instagram that you can buy it from the Stars Hollow Hub website, and I messaged them and they shipped to New Zealand. I'm a huge like Monopoly girl. I have a collection of Monopoly games downstairs. Like I said, my husband and I have been binge watching Gilmore Girls. We're currently like halfway through season 3. I just love the idea of this Monopoly game because it all centers around like Stars Hollow, and like just the properties that you can buy is like so fun. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to have this game. I didn't receive this for my birthday, but I definitely want to buy myself this game. Alrighty, we are almost done. We have 2 items left, so kind of jumping back to like the bookshelf kind of theme. The next item on my birthday wish list is actually something that I saw in another person's bookshelf video that is sold on Etsy, and it's like a little mock-up of the dresser from the ACOTAR series. If you haven't read ACOTAR, the main girl Feyre, she paints a lot of their furniture in their old house. Sellers on Etsy have created like a mock-up of this dresser, and I would love to get my hands on one to be able to put next to my ACOTAR books. I just think that would be such a nice little touch to my bookshelves to kind of make them a little bit more like cohesive. I've got like a few different like ornaments on my bookshelf. If you guys also want to see how my bookshelves turned out, I have done a whole video like building and creating them, so I will leave that down below and I'll pop it in the little iCard as well for you. This I didn't receive for my birthday, so I definitely want to go out and get myself one of these. The last item on my birthday wish list that I am asking for my 27th birthday are again for my bookshelves, and that is some Sonny angels. So we have recently got access to Sonny angels here in New Zealand. Basically just like a little like figurine that has like little hats, and some of them have like different outfits and things that you can get for them. The particular sets that I am eyeing up are the cherry blossom ones, the flowers, and then the like standing fruit sets. I just think they're so incredibly cute, and they're kind of like a blind box type thing where like you can get like a certain amount of different ones. I think in the cherry blossom one there's about 6 or 7. I think in the fruit one there might be about 12, and maybe it's like 12 for the flower ones, I'm not quite sure. And you basically just like pop it open and just kind of see what one you get. You don't get to choose. These I didn't end up receiving for my birthday, but I have since actually bought 2 on Facebook Marketplace from the cherry blossom range. So I have purchased myself the sheep and the fawn, and again I just want to have some to like kind of like scatter around my bookshelf. That is literally everything that is on my birthday wish list for turning 27. So obviously some of these things I was fortunate enough to receive, and I'm super duper grateful for those, and then other things I'll kind of just like slowly buy over time. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing everything that was on the list. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Please make sure to turn on the notifications and check out my social media. It's always linked down below in the description box. I have done quite a lot of these like wish list videos over the years for like birthdays and Christmas. So if you guys want to check some more out, or maybe you are trying to buy a gift for somebody else and you're not quite sure what to get them, I will leave that playlist down below for you guys as well. And I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye!